There's Mike. Hey,
Hey, hey.
welcome to the Frog News Network, the Froggy News Live Show. We are still up and running. We sure are. Thank God. Uh, did you keep thanking him every day we're alive? Um, welcome to the show. How you doing, Mike? I didn't hear from you, so I just had typed in there. I guess Mike ain't gonna make it. And
Oops.
there he is, folks. I'm glad you're here because I got about nothing.
Oh my goodness.
I was just gonna act like we were all sitting at the bar having a beer or something. I mean, I got a
Wow.
little. It isn't much. So let's see what we got. Yeah, we got Indiana in the house, Elizabeth City, North Carolina, Ontario. Mike has got the allergies real bad, so excuse him. Man, I didn't go out but to go to the store and come back, Mike, and I started dripping. My sinuses started dripping as soon as I went outside. It's bad. It really is. So we'll just let Mike talk what he wants to. He's saving his voice, guys. And if he coughs, he's not going to give you COVID. You don't get it that way. Well, you do, but you
COVID's
not
not
through
even
the
contagious.
microphone. Not through the microphone. Yeah, allergies are real bad in this area right now. He's about 160, 70 miles from me in North Carolina. I'm in Hampton Roads, Virginia. Pennsylvania in the house. Hi from Granite Falls, North Carolina. All you North Carolina people are
Got
in here
Georgia
tonight.
in the house.
Hello, hello,
Havelock,
hello. Did you
Havelock,
call in?
North Carolina.
Did you call in some prescriptions, Michael?
I did.
Yeah, gotta have it, baby. I know how it is. So let's see, Northern Michigan, Ohio. Big surprise on Tucker Carlson tonight. Breaking news. But I think me and Mike already knew. I already think me and Mike knew about that though.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's defending himself, so we'll go over that a little bit. But I think me and Mike discussed this months ago. Winter Haven, Florida. How do you have a winter in Florida? Winter Haven. This should be summer Florida. South Carolina in the house where you don't have to wear a mask. Soon to be nationwide. Bethany, Oklahoma. The Show Me State. Miami, Florida. Hello. Hey from New York. Champaign, Illinois. Baltimore, Maryland. Guys, we're glad you're here. I don't know how many more days or nights we'll be talking to you. I honestly don't know. And my fear is that you guys will get aggravated and quit watching. I feel like this is a place we all come, like I was mentioning, like I used
It'll
to
be
20
when we least expect it, Doug.
Yeah.
It'll be when we all least expect it.
So I feel like this is a place we come like 20 years ago when I used to say, damn, let's all go to the bar and just shoot the crap. This is kind of what we do here. And we all become a family. We've been in this since December, started the show. And I'm going to be here right till the end, till they cut the lights out or we can't do no more. Mike posted a real nice post in the group today, kind of get you up to date to what's going to go on once it all happens and the order things are going to happen in. And we'll get in that in a little bit. As far as the big ship, it's still docked, anchored. They're in the process of moving it to a port that it'll fit in because that's a giant port it's going to need. And they're going to unload the whole ship. They are because they want to take a look at the hull. And, and then divers got to do that. The ship's got to be seaworthy. They want to get the load off it to make sure there's nothing broke inside. That'll be the excuse. Make sure everything's cool. Want to get inspected in and out. So that'll be the reason for unloading it. But that's not going anywhere. A lot of the other things I'm hearing is about, is his name Matt Gaetz? Matt Gaetz. The New York Times. I thought they were on the good side now. The New York Times.
Matt Gaetz. Yep.
They are on
the good side, but they're going to still continue to drip a little bit of the other stuff until it goes down.
Right. So they released a story that he was accompanied by a 17-year-old person while he was campaigning and stuff like this. He says it's not true, and he's got proof. It looked like literally it shook Tucker Carlson because he said, "You remember I was with that girl? We went to dinner with your wife and you." And Tucker was like, "Oh, I don't remember that," because he's been accused of stuff too. So he got to be careful how he steps too.
Listen, guys, the election, flipping the FRAUD, all right, is going to happen very soon. Every day, more and more cities inside of these states are coming to see the light of what happened. And they already knew, but they're admitting it now and doing something about it. And as it becomes more and more clear, it's going to flip. It's going to flip, and that is in the very near future. Not August, not November.
No, it's
not
coming.
2022.
I think we'll see something we'll see something significant in the next day or so. But you can't. There's nothing guaranteed. They're not going to let us know our plan at all. And I know everybody gets upset. They keep saying we're moving the goalposts, we're doing this and that. We're not doing anything. All we're doing is giving the information we can best get. And we keep coming on every night because it's a place, man, it keeps my nerves from building up really to come on here and talk every night because we know things are really getting close. The more I watch, the more I see more states that want to overturn their, let's just call it the results instead of the whole thing. And from what I heard now, it's Georgia, Arizona, Wisconsin, and another state. It was the 4 swing states that actually want to overturn their votes. And then I think there's one state that wasn't even one. And where will we see today? Montana wanted to overturn their votes too because they've seen a bunch of irregularities. So there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't see, of course.
It's not being reported on, like the ship. The ship, they haven't unloaded the ship, but they've got a sampling of it. Okay, and they know 1,000 kids. We know for a fact that 1,000 kids have already been pulled off that boat, off that ship.
And no, the U.S. Comfort is not on its way to the Mediterranean. It's sitting in dry dock in Oregon. So
Oregon, yep.
I went and Googled what is the current location in dry dock. It's unavailable to move. That doesn't mean that the other one couldn't make it, but it'd take a week, 2 weeks for it to get there if it's docked. It's docked over here in Norfolk, Virginia, the other one, because I looked it up.
Matt Gaetz is a good guy. Yeah, he has made some mistakes, but he's a good guy. He hasn't made mistakes to the extent that they want you to think he's made mistakes.
All right, Christy, ask your question. You say you have your hand raised. What's your question? You said it was false about Montana. Well, Linda, we don't get to read all the comments. Sometimes there's like 600 comments on here. So if that's what you heard, we apologize for the misinformation then, because that's all we see is what we got. All right. I'm not seeing much else. Mike, what are you hearing? What are you seeing today?
Man, I'm hearing a ton of stuff. It's all stuff that's not unverifiable, but it's connectable. Okay? It's not verifiable, but it is connectable. Okay? When I say connectable, it's just adding to the thickness of the cabal with the corporations. Not just the leaders of the corporations, but the multiple layers of corporations that they like. If one got taken down, they'd open another one right up, and it would link right back in to connecting the dots back to its old airways and travelways, if you will, to continue its corruptness. Much like the ship we're talking about that's in the midst of the Russian and the United States government about to expose the whole shooting shebang.
Well, here's what a lot of people don't realize. They think that the Russians just have 10 or 15 ships. They have their entire fleet in the sea over there. Their entire fleets over there. Their whole submarine fleets over there. 90% of their surface ships and attack ships are in the Mediterranean, whatever. How do you pronounce it? I can't pronounce anything worth it. But they're sitting in all the ports over there. So it's not only this ship that's going to get searched. It's not. This is not the only one. There's a bunch of them going to get searched. The misery is not off the coast. It's in dock getting worked on. It's unavailable to go seaworthy right now, is what the call was on that. Now the one in Norfolk might be ready to go. That was the one they sent up to New York, and they said they couldn't get it ready for 3 months, and they had it ready in 2 weeks.
All right,
but hopefully they've done enough work on it where they could send it if they needed to.
Guys, anything that Biden says is bullshit. Okay, I'm just going to put it to you plain and simple. It's just bullshit. Okay, I don't know how to put it any plainer. All right, he can ask governors to mandate. Some of them will probably try it. Those are the ones that are corrupt. Okay, but anything he's doing right now is just complete and utter bullshit.
I'll tell you this. She's asking about the V passports. That's just bullshit too. None of that's going to, I mean, if you start using that, you might as well wear your mask everywhere. I live in Virginia. I don't wear my mask anywhere. They ask me to put it on. I put it on over my mouth. As soon as I walk in the door, I pull it around my neck. You don't like it, call the cops. I'm through with the bullshit. I'm through with it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm through with it. You asked me to carry a V passport. You can kiss both sides of my rear end.
They're not gonna ask you to, guys. It's just part of the narrative to try to distract you from their ass getting taken down. It's more absurdity.
That stupid stuff that they keep adding on, like we're gonna teach the kids that we let in the country for free, but our own U.S. citizens can't go to school. You know, they're showing you. They're trying to open your eyes to how stupid this is. Okay, and it's getting dumber by the minute. And everybody watching TV is falling for it. They're in a group that they're trying to be tough, trying to be hard, but they're watching that stuff on TV and it's still affecting them. We told you everything on there is a lie, but there's nothing going to pass. Nothing. This is all to get you. And I don't want to use that word to wake up. I don't want to use the other word they use.
Oops. Yeah. I mean, if you're talking to people who believe the crap, you know, I'm sorry, but they're at a point where we can't do anything for them. We can just keep pushing the truth in front of them. It's up to them. When you lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. Okay, it's up to the horse to drink.
I was reading something. I thought I was getting ready to block somebody. He was just saying, I need to grow a third butt cheek they can kiss. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I mean, there's not a lot of information out here tonight, but what we are is we're here for you guys.
I mean, there is information. There is information, guys, but it's the kind of information that takes knowledge from 3 and 4 years ago to connect the dots enough to know when something is happening and when it's going to happen.
That's a small word, but a big word, Mike. Optics. It's what you see.
That's right.
And what they want you to see, what they want you to hear. You got to remember, we have to rewrite history because it's nothing like what you think it was. Nothing at all like you think it was. Well, here you go. I'll go in and drop one on you. What if you just knew, and I mentioned this last night, but I found out more information about it, that NASA was completely fake, and all the billions and billions of dollars we had equated them, instead of you looking up at the sky, you should have been looking down below because they've got money. They're part of the black hats.
Even before DJT became president, before 19 became president, he was telling us about all this stuff. He was telling us about voter irregularities in massive ways. Okay. He was telling us about SARS and COVID in massive ways before he became president. He was telling us about the evilness in the military before he became president. I mean, guys, if you go back and find his old tweets, all the way back to like 2011 and 2012, they're there. The information is there. It'll tell you exactly what is happening right now and what has been talked about and happening for over 20 years now. The plan is working beautifully. It is not working the way we want it to.
Yeah.
Because we can't tell you what time something's going to happen or when it's going to happen, not just the time, but the day it's going to happen. I can tell you that, MonkeyWorks is doing great at sharing with us about the plane activity. So if you want to know about military activity, watch MonkeyWorks. All right.
At one time today, there was 800 military planes in the air. That's a lot. Realize that supposed Biden signing executive actions, not executive orders. Only the POTUS can sign executive orders. Clue. You know what I mean? Keep your eye on that. What you're seeing, there's nobody at the White House. There's nobody at the Capitol. What you're seeing has been filmed long ago. If it's live, it's green screened or it's CGI. That's all been closed down now. You just watch the guy that reports citizen journalists. DC is a ghost town. Nobody's there. He jokes every morning. He said, "Look, it's 6:30. It's morning rush hour. There's 2 cars on the road."
Guys, at this point, if you don't have a solid base of people to follow on Telegram and stuff, you need to hang it up on trying to follow new people, because it is. I mean, we've been cautioned many times on this journey to be careful who we follow in the first place. All right. There's things going to go down that are going to be shocking to even us. All right.
Yeah, we don't know all of it. It's been hidden from us as well. All we know is probably 3% of what they're getting ready to release.
Well, we know a little more than 3, but
turn off your TV, folks. Richard Citizen, that guy is the bomb. He is to the point. I mean, every day.
Christy, please forget about August. Forget about November. Forget about anything other than from today, the rest of today, through April 10th and 11th. Those are the time frame we need to be concerned with. If it goes to August, we will be in civil war. Okay?
I
promise you that
far.
No, I promise you, if it goes to August, we will be in civil war.
The guy that's impersonating the president, they've got a new one for you. They said it's Jim Carrey again, and I can't believe that. Last I heard, it was James Woods, but who knows who it is, and who knows if we'll ever know who it is. I just put the Telegram address in there. I guess I'll put it in there again. I'll put it in there every 30 seconds. There you go. There you go. Bang.
Mike Lindell said by August because he's
told to say a buffer.
That's right. He's not only that, he's given the plan a chance to work out. Okay.
He's getting ready to release like 6 hours of video on the inconsistencies. Let's use that word.
Linwood.
And he said there'll be no doubt to what happened.
Linwood 107. Mike Lindell. There's several others.
Here's what's
Space Shot 76.
Mike, here's what's interesting. Flynn had a channel but never used it until about 4 days ago.
Yes.
Interesting. The other guy,
Flynn loose,
oversight guy, never had a channel, but now he does in the last 3 days. People are popping up that never had channels before. You need to start following them. And they said Patrick Burns is the one to watch because he knows everything too. And Flynn knows everything. I watch a lot of the JFK Jr., whether that's him or not. I think it's actually a bot run by JFK Jr. is what I get at now, because things are misspelled and bots can misspell things. But it doesn't mean it's not good intel. Mike Lindell could possibly be JFK Jr. with a mask on. How does he just have from crackhead to, help save the country? I know God could be using them, but there's something else.
Gene decode, yes. But you'll see these four or five. They'll take the forefront here shortly and start exposing massive amounts of D class. Okay, because D class is still a part of it. John Durham's still a part of it.
When we see him, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, and that was a Q job. Just saying, I apologize. And that was a Q job the other day. Is he alive? That means go ahead and start releasing the stuff. And you're going to hear from. There was some fake videos.
And you talk about the 107's got
That's
a site,
I thought Jim Carrey
and a profile. 107 and Jim 107 and General Flynn have had profiles that they've never used, and they're both starting to. Okay, guys, you're going to see these two and Linwood. They're going to take the forefront and really just start dropping the hammer on these people.
Michael,
out in the open public.
You're probably blocked from Telegram because you're in the Philippines. Don't know that it works in the Philippines. I'm being honest. Your IP might be blocked from it. It works for everybody else. It's about the third time you told me that. Nothing I can do about that, brother. Pence is running for president of what?
John Durham resigned as U.S. attorney in Connecticut. He did not resign as the special counsel that he was assigned to before Trump left off, before 19 left office.
Mike Lindell is supposed to, in the next 2 weeks, I heard as soon as today, he was supposed to start releasing some of the information. I hadn't seen none of it come out. But if the lights go out, you ain't going to be able to see it. But let me see, Mike, is it okay if I share that post you made with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the timeline. I want to just show what Mike shared.
Yes, X-22 report is a good one to follow.
Yes,
but again, he has a narrative that because of his following and the size of his audience, he has a narrative that he has to stick to help distract. Okay.
I can tell my daggone sinuses are bad. I need my eye drops. My eyes are itching, Mike. There it is, right? The event of the planet coming soon. The event of the planet Earth. Three Gorges Dam collapses. The removal of Bitcoin and the other quantum stuff. Removal of 24 nuclear reactors. GSARA in place. Stand down all courts, judges, lawyers. Return to 1776 constitutional law worldwide. Make global arrests. Use military law while judges and lawyers are getting trained to 1776. Collapse the economy. Switch over to the quantum banking system, which is running side by side. Global currency reset. 1950 prices. Rollout of quantum GSARA. Remove hospital equipment. It is obsolete and replace it with the new technologies from Tesla. 6,000 cures and med beds, UV light therapies, etc. Wipe out all debt and GSARA funds. 1221 executive order. And I heard, Mike, not only did them satellites, let me come out of this, that they got for the internet work like that, but I've seen on a couple of today, they actually deliver electricity too. I don't know, but they were like day one, we'll have free electricity.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get your hopes up, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you say back to 1950 prices, I'm ready to head on down to the dealership, get me one of them $40,000 trucks for $2,200. I don't care what kind of gas it uses. I got 38 grand to get gas with. It's all
so
coming,
Kristen
guys.
W. Yes.
Oh, my eyes burning.
Kristen W. Kirsten has great intel, guys.
Yes, she does. She's a little quirky, but she is very good. Very, very good. I'm going to be using all my drugs tonight. Nasonex, eye drops. I can see it. My eyes are just burning. Rather my eyes than my whatever.
We'll put together a list in the morning and post it on Doug's Facebook page.
Backwards. any bigger than she is going to get the boot real shortly. Can you post a list on? Yes,
She is different than Mel K. She gets different intel than Mel K does. Mel K is great at the decode of the drops.
The thing is, what's the other one's name? The one you just said. She doesn't speak English 100%. She speaks English.
Yeah.
Some of the words get lost in translation. She speaks 4 languages. She said,
guys,
so English isn't the number one
Dark
language.
Outpost that's a good question. Okay,
what's that?
I like Dark Outpost stuff. But he is making money off of it, and we have been warned to be careful around those that are making money off the movement. All right, but the transparency of where these people are coming from is another question that you should be asking. Is the Dark Outpost fully transparent in his background, in their ability to put these shows out? Are they fully transparent? And if you can't answer that question truthfully and fully and be comfortable with it, then you probably should not be following those people.
Telegram address has expired, it said. Really? Let me go back over again. Get y'all the link. Maybe it's over for Telegram. I don't know. I mean, I just copied and pasted it. I don't know how I could maybe it only lasts 10 seconds. I don't know. Copy link. Let me come back over. Here's the link again. Try this link. That's the only link we have. I haven't changed it any bit. Unless it keeps changing every 5 minutes. I don't know. Anyways, I ordered Starlink. I ordered Starlink. I thought it was free. I don't know what you ordered.
Yeah, Holly, I need to go to bed. You're absolutely right.
Well, from a guy that's got allergies, laying down makes it worse. Mike might probably sleep in the chair tonight. It's the easier way to sleep. When they're dripping like that, that's the only way. It's about full time trying to read, watch research. Lord, I need a large drink at the end of the day. Everybody does, kind of.
Yes, sir. I agree. I need we all need. Excuse me. We all need a couple of them drinks and the coconuts with the funny umbrellas hanging out the top of them.
And if my silver turns into that, I will be in the Bahamas having one. I'll stop by and pick Mike up on the way. The med beds cure damn near anything. They can grow back arms and legs. That's not a joke. There's 3 different kinds from what I've heard.
The other things that you want to be aware of is, guys, is stay away from the mainstream media. It is utter, total chaos. I mean, they've got the mainstream trying to say some truth now because they've backpedaled so much. People are really dropping them like hot rocks. I mean, when the WWE or NASCAR gets watched more than MSNBC News,
yeah,
there's definitely a problem present.
Did you get some Mucinex, Mike?
Nah, I can't do. I can't do Mucinex, boy. It's like the crack desert in there when I do that.
Okay, I'd rather have it not dripping.
No, I got some natural remedies going, and I'm gonna talk a little bit tomorrow as well.
Yeah, she told me she had reached out to you.
Yeah,
that's our personal nurse.
Trump was the president. He cannot take out indictments.
You mean
he can recommend? Yes, 19 cannot do indictments. He's not the Justice Department.
Nino had a guest speaker today, military background general, I think, said to spread the word. Do not get in the jab.
General McInerney has said that several times. Yes,
He's got first a 2-part jab.
Nino's another one, a good one to follow. However, his club, it's not expensive, mind you. It's only like $3 a month or something like that. But he's only giving out certain information inside his club. That's not what the movement's about, guys.
Michael, I do not know why you can't get our link. I have sent it to you. I don't know what else to do, bro. What would you like me to do? I can't. If it won't work, I can't change it. There's nothing I can do. I wish it did work for you, sir. But anyways, I see some things happening shortly. Just hang in there, guys.
Okay, listen. Christy, I'm sorry, Doug. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Okay, but we need to deal with this stuff at the border. Okay. First off, we all keep saying if the military's in charge, why are they not acting on what's in the border? All right. Imagine that going on at your house. Would you not act on it? Would you not act on it? Yeah. Of course you would if it was going on at your house. Okay. Guys, it's not really truly happening at the scale that they're pitching it to you. The military's attention is needed elsewhere right now, and the military's there. They're just not reporting it to you. I mean, do you really think that our military or we as American citizens wouldn't be doing something about what's going on at the border as it's being reported?
Okay, I'm trying to answer message.
You got to think clearly on this stuff. Does it make sense to have those happenings being reported and nothing being done about it? The Democrats have reported that they've done stuff and gotten away with it for years. All right. But those times are over. I guarantee you those times are over. Justice is getting ready to hit them all like it never has before.
Everybody's so stuck up on Telegram. Hey, if y'all are in the group, send some invitations to Michael, because evidently Michael from the Philippines, see if it'll work for him, because mine won't work. Somebody else said it don't work for them either. I have no idea at this point. I've been on Facebook 12 years. I've been on Telegram 2 months. I mean, but by no means, it took me 30 days to figure out how to take somebody off the channel. So there's a lot of false flags. I told you guys last night, the whole border situation is to get your eyes looking at that while they do something else. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. You got to know they're not just going to give our country away that easy.
Any of the real
that's
stuff
all being filmed.
Any of the real stuff that's going on at the border, guys, Ted Cruz is all over it.
Yeah, he is. You really think that Biden could order?
Yes, they are doing things behind the scenes. That's right.
The gag orders, they don't want you filming, seeing what the real military's doing.
Right.
What you say, Mike?
It's a definite distraction, whatever's.
We'll see all their paychecks after them kids. Well, the kids can't get paid if they're underage. The parents were using their kids as a distraction. There you go. It's a distraction while we fix the rest of the stuff. This is a giant proportion, this mission that's going on. It's just not something you're going to switch overnight. You know what I mean? There's everything in the world's got to be considered. Everything's got to be done. I think things change on an hourly basis, if not sooner. I mean, but they've accounted for everything that's about to happen, but things change. You know what I mean? Things change. I don't know. I don't have the answers for everything. God bless Ted Cruz. You got that right. That's the best thing I heard tonight. Cannot expose plans to the enemy. George Floyd ain't even dead, bro. I'm telling you right now.
He's running around London.
Is the movie to get the popcorn? I'm tired. I'm done with popcorn. My stomach hurts from eating popcorn. I wanted it to be over yesterday, just like the rest of you guys. But now, like I said a couple of nights ago, it's in God's hands, and then we have to pray. And sooner or later, we'll have freedom, and we have it now. But you'll be able to see something definitely soon. I don't know what else to say. You got to have more
I mean,
faith.
there's plenty to say, guys. One, we can pray. Two, we can instead of getting caught up in all the distractions, get caught up in the Word of God, because He's the one telling us what's happening. Without a shadow of a doubt, there's truth in the Word. There's
It don't
truth in
matter.
what's happening.
Let me say this.
Without a shadow of a doubt, we
If there
need to be in the Word.
if there wasn't no news at all, I'd come on here just to talk back and forth with you guys. I would, because at this point, I think we need it's therapy at this point for all of us. You know what I mean? I feel like I'd be letting you down. As
That's
close
right,
as we
Christian.
are to what's going on right now, I think we need to all stay in touch.
You have to own your own freedom. That's perfectly said, Christy.
I I don't watch that channel CNN. I have the news channel on and it sounds off. All I watch is this. I want to know if anybody's been arrested yet. That's all I'm looking for. Don't need to hear nothing.
AOC is actually Guantanamo Waiting Tribunal.
Yeah, where's AOC at anyway? She down there making shit up at the border last year. Where's she at this year? Well, they got them packed in there. How come she ain't down there fighting for their rights right now? Where are you, AOC? I want to know. How nobody cares that these kids are squished in there? Doesn't fit their agenda. Doesn't fit what they're you know. It's stupid. There you go. This is group therapy, Mike.
Yeah,
I would
Catherine.
agree
Catherine,
100%.
Catherine, that's a good. Catherine Dittmeyer.
Catherine.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find her.
YouTube.
Okay. Don't see her. Hold on, I might not have got it to it yet. Michael, Cookie, Holly. There it is.
Yeah.
I think certain politician good guys are figuring things out and helping with certain distractions and information. I think so too.
Absolutely.
I think some good guys are playing bad guys. There's a lot of roles.
Well, guys, what's really happening is Trump has gone before we got to this part of the movement, and the actions that were waiting to take place.
Exactly.
Doug,
we gotta smile every day.
Right.
We gotta smile. We gotta laugh.
Before we got to this part of the plan, Trump has gone and backfilled the government with the people that he needs to run it when this all goes down to the finale. Okay, because there won't be nobody left. I mean, there will be scraps of what was formerly our government left.
That was a true story, Mike, but it's not a story I want to see a video of in our group like somebody put in today. That's not appropriate for our group. Pedophile pictures, murdered pictures of children, murdered pictures of human beings, or carved up people do not belong in our group. You won't even get warned. You'll just get barred because we know we don't need to see it. But that story is true, Michael.
Well, let me tell you the story about the Bible and the truth. Okay. There's a church in just outside of Whiteville, North Carolina, in Bladen County. Had probably 75 to 150 members or followers or whatever you want to call it. Okay. On the regular. Since they caught wind of stuff like Doug and I and other people that are sharing this similar information, the church has grown to over 5,000 people. Okay.
Wow.
All right. You want to talk about how moving the Bible and the truth can be. This pastor is preaching this stuff from the pulpit every Sunday, and it has grown every Sunday. We're literally parking cars on the street. They're literally parking cars on the street so they can use the parking lot to hold all the people to listen to the message. Okay? The Bible is where you need to be founded at, guys. The book of Esther, the story of Mon, Revelations, 1,000 years of peace and love on earth, guys, is coming.
Can you wait a little longer?
I mean, These people have been perpetrating this on us for 1,500, 2,000 years, even before Jesus.
And y'all want to supersize it and go through the line at Wendy's to get it. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
You
Wait a
want
little
you want to make the book of Genesis interesting instead of boring? Understand what the bloodlines are telling you. Okay?
Amen. Amen.
Understand
Amen.
it wasn't Eve that was evil. Eve was beguiled. Beguiled. She was bamboozled, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
All right? It was Adam that hung with a den of thieves in the first.
That's it.
Understand the bloodlines in
Where the
Genesis.
13 families came from.
Exactly.
Interesting that we still can talk to each other.
Well, Holly, that's going to be a thing of the past, and I think many of us are going to help see to that if God does it, which I know God will. He's going to take down the wolves in sheep's the wolves dressed in sheep's clothing, like Joel Osteen.
There you go. It'll be worth the wait to know that you, your children's children, and their children will live in a place of freedom and love instead of hate.
Yes, we'll be with Jesus.
That's right.
April 10th and 11th is the day that you want to. Is the day, guys. April 10th and 11th is the day you really want to have your I's and T's crossed, and that's my personal opinion. There's a lot of stuff out there leading to those dates. Not to mention the 11th is my birthday.
You are right that they came from Satan and the 13 bloodlines,
which no
longer exist. Even the top ones. Remember, the 13 bloodlines are not the Rothschilds. I put the list up on here. It's been over 6 weeks ago. These are the ones that were buried below the Vatican, 100 miles down. These bloodlines were from back in Egypt days and all of that, but they changed their name to Italian names and one underground. Then there's another 13 families below them that the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are in. Okay, there's one above them, and then that's the highest board, and then Satan himself.
Diana, you may have missed our show on Doug Solos or misunderstood, but the COVID or quarantine is cover for house arrest or COVID cuffs, as we call them.
Yes, I put that in the group yesterday, a picture of it. If you're getting tested for it or under quarantine for it, you've been arrested with a bracelet and you're sitting at your house. He's awaiting being charged. Well, he's been charged. Now he's probably awaiting on his tribunal.
Right.
And let me tell you something about the tribunals. These are not trials that last 6 months. 5 days, it's done. Decision. If you had an execution order, it's carried out within a few days.
Anita, go ahead.
Well, I'm done.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Anita, that's a good question. I think there's 34 structures in question, and I think once the lights do go out, when they come back on, those structures will be destroyed.
They'll be bricks.
Yeah.
I know one thing. That little thing that they showed us one day that had all of them men looking down at everybody in the Vatican, I guarantee you that'll be gone. That was a way of saying they ruled the world.
Three Gorges Dam is on the list, guys. The CIA C_A supercomputers are there that house the Bitcoin stuff that's going on, along with some I won't say non-threatening because that's a bad word, but they're low density nuclear arms in the Three Gorges Dam, along with the remaining of the cabal that they haven't taken out yet.
Guys,
so the Three Gorges Dam is the Three Gorges Dam is very important to watch. Again, dig in the Bible, find out about the water.
All right, guys, if you see anybody in the chat that don't belong there and they're saying bad things, let me know. Some of the things I can't make out and I might read them wrong, so just let me know.
The Vatican, part of the Vatican has a room in it that looks like a snake head, yes.
I believe we'll see a lot of them, of the tribunals, as much as you want to.
No end times. We're not in end times, guys.
No, the war of the giant.
Odds
There's
of
no
March.
destruction. It's good against evil. There's no destruction.
Right.
That's misrepresented in the Bible.
It's misrepresented because man changed that part of the Bible.
And you'll find out the truth to the Bible very shortly.
Yeah.
Yep, the rods of God will hit the three gorges, and
that's
boom,
right.
It's already leaking like crazy over there. Okay, so it's on the verge of collapsing anyway. It don't need but a tiny bit of help.
Good night, Miss Ruby.
I've seen where somebody had leaked a picture of they have the positive and negative swabs before they even stick them in your nose. That's
we
crazy.
won't see blood running waist deep.
No, that won't happen.
No.
What happened to the ship? Did you find more kids? No, I haven't been over there, but it's docked in the water, and it's currently looking for a port to take it to unload the containers, which is being done as fast as possible.
Way to go, Australia.
Yeah, all right. Feeling good from Australia. Good. Way to go, mate.
Shrimp on the bobby.
Yes.
Then you'll need a med bed. Yeah, you will.
I need one now. TMZ's got more truth than CNN.
Absolutely.
They really are. CNN's going to be no more.
Absolutely. Donna, that's very powerful. Donna Glover's. That is so powerful. Look at that, guys.
The Bible says to call those things that are not as if they were. We need to start
speak them into existence. Speak them into existence. God just gave us the power and the will on earth to do such a thing. We have dominion over evil, guys. He gave us dominion over evil.
This man, I'm glad we get to come here, and when this all goes down, I'm going to miss you guys so it comes back up. But when it does come back up, if we're on another, just know that somehow God is going to reconnect all of us. I got a feeling that whatever the new network is probably saved everybody that was on these social media and be able to reconnect in some way, shape, or form. And as we switch over, we're not going to stop having shows. I ain't. Maybe not as often, but as we can help and teach anybody about the new Nasara, as we learn more about it, you know what I mean? There's no stopping it now. Life and death in your tongue. That's absolutely right.
I hear there are other ships in the line of ships going through the canal that have arms and more.
They've got a bunch of them they're going to board. That's not the only one.
That's why the whole Russian fleet is there, guys.
We're going to miss you guys.
Yeah, we're definitely going to miss each and every one of you.
Mike Pence was on the Obama News Network. Like Mike Pence is the last thing I'm thinking about. That's absolutely truth. The power within you is what you think. Your mind is so powerful, but we've been fed negativity since the day we were born. That's the problem. And you're going to find out a lot more about 432 megahertz. You're going to find out a lot more about that because that's God's channel to tune into.
Debbie, I agree. We need to have one big cookout. Absolutely.
Can you imagine about 2,000 people? We might be breaking the COVID at the governor's mansion in North Carolina. And we won't invite him.
Sarah, you're absolutely right. We all have a lot to relearn.
Our whole world has to relearn, not just us. We starts in the United States, then it goes to the whole world. You know, it's crazy.
Mike Pence is pushing up daisies for sure, for sure.
Thank you for doing this. I'm glad I found y'all. We're glad you found us too, because as it helps you, it helps us too. God, it's funny how God works, ain't it? He wants you to be nice to your neighbor. He wants you to love thy neighbor. You know what I mean? Mike's pushing up. Sorry. They can shove that COVID crap. You got that right. And I don't know, but I'm the type of person, I don't want to say if you didn't get enough information about what happened and came out of Wuhan, and you went and got that, you know what? That's on you. You should have done more research on it. I really would have thought more people would have done research, but hopefully everything will work out with that. Scott Masakey said they found weapons and arms, and we're talking about 130 countries to attack 5 countries. U.S. is one of them. Come on, bring it. I'm ready. You want to invade my country? Come on down my street. See how you like it.
I do think they found more arms, like Scott said, but I think that's a bit of misinformation too, because there's an alliance of countries doing this takedown of the cabal, guys.
I want to know is Cooper still sucking hair? Maybe a big Tootsie Roll. We will
Cooper's
go
got justice coming to him.
Here's what you do then. You go on over to the I'll upload some more of the shows over to Rumble and download them to your computer, and you can rewatch us like watching reruns. It's all good stuff, right? There's no pandemic. There's none. It's whatever you believe it is. Cooper is still stuffing it. Bring it on. Pack your lunch. Bring it. I heard that. You ain't invading. Do you know how many people got guns in this country? I hope they try to come through Texas first.
Yeah. The WHO and the mainstream media are trying to go at the bad angle again. Guys, all I can say is if you fall for that, you'll fall for anything. All right, Doug. Let's wrap this one up.
Okay, bud. All right, guys. Give me 1 second.
That's absolutely right, Linda. You sure can.
Yeah, guys. So if we don't see you, we don't see you. If there's power tomorrow, we'll see you.
Hey, Ray, Doug will talk about that good and bad aliens on the next call. He's got quite an extensive research part in that.
Yeah, know that they're all not bad. If they were all bad, we wouldn't still be breathing.
Absolutely.
And that some of them down there are just regular children that have been born down there and turned gray because they've never seen an ounce of light in their life. So that's part of it too, guys. So look, like I said, Mike's not 100%, and we wanted to keep it short anyways. Look, if we just help one person understand, we've done our jobs tonight. If you know that you can come here and not be ridiculed and share your feelings about what's going on, that's great. Don't ever give up on trying to tell somebody what's going on. Don't rub it in their face. Try to explain it to them. God loves you guys, and we do too. And would you like to say anything in closing, Mike?
God bless America, and God bless the world, and God bless each and every one of you.
If we don't see you tomorrow night, we'll see you soon, okay? Know that we're with you in spirit, all right? All right, if not, we'll see you tomorrow night. Then see you later.